Hello everyone, my name is Yasmin. I am a cross stitcher and a maker living in London, UK. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all of my existing subscribers. So lovely to have you back this week with me again. But a special welcome to all of my new subscribers. I just cannot believe that I am actually, I think if I'm not mistaken, about 15 people until I reach 500 subscribers, which is absolutely incredible because I have not even in my wildest dream thought then 500 people would like to come and watch me. You know, I always knew that I'm working on a really nice project and a variety of projects, and some of the designers I like to buy charts from are not very well known to everyone, so I knew that I always had something nice to show and to a cross stitch community. But you know, it's been only a month and 500 of you almost 500 of you wanted to come back and watch my videos, so thank you so much. If this is the first time you watching me, then please do hit the subscribe button, and I record my videos every 2 weeks. So primarily my videos are about the cross stitch, but I will be showing you some other crafty project I've managed to do as well. Right, what we're gonna start off. First of all, Cinnamon Star, my previous finish, which I showed you on my last video, has received incredibly amazing feedback from all of you. So many of you said to me, then actually since you've seen you have seen me finishing my my Cinnamon Star, you've decided to pull it out of your whip basket and start working on it again, which is fabulous. But also quite few decided to buy the chart and start stitching on it, so that is fantastic. I think that's what sometimes you know, cross stitch is about, to you know, to be reminded then, yeah, we do have all of these incredible charts, and there's no reason for them to be tucked away in a whip basket. So thank you to everyone who has left really lovely comment about my Cinnamon Star. The second kind of you know, amazing feedback was about my Teapot Lady, which is again Barbara's Anna design, which can be purchased through Nitka Moscow. And so many of you has commented, then actually you've decided to purchase Barbara Anna design a kit, which is sold and provided by Nitka Moscow for yourself. So that is incredible, because I don't think I have got enough words in my vocabulary to express how amazing Nitka is, and the services they provide. So fantastic. And I'm also thinking, since so many of you has purchased the 4-season kit from Nitka, I might be organizing some salve from New Year, from 2022. So stay tuned for this. Right, this week, what I have got for you this week, right, I have got some quilty projects, because finally I've managed to do a little bit of more quilting. I have got some projects which I finished. I have got projects which I'm still working on as a new start, and then I have got projects which are older and I am aiming to finish this year. I've got a quite large pile of purchases of charts and other things I bought to finish some of my projects, and yeah, so I think let's start. Right, to begin with, I would like to share with you some of the quilt tops I've managed to put together last weekend. Let me show you first the quilt, and then I will tell you a little bit more about this. So this is my Christmas quilt. It's quite large. I'm not sure if I will be able to show it to you all. Yeah, basically what it is, very simple stars. So let me just quickly fold it so it's out of the way. Yes, very simple stars. I have not used any particular pattern for it. I've used a free tutorial from Jordan Fabrics on how to do the floating stars, so then my points would always look nice. And I will make sure that I leave the link to this video down below in the description, so you can check this for yourself if you are interested. This quilt has got 5 blocks across, 6 blocks down, and I have used I've cut some sashing to kind of make my quilt a little bit bigger, and some cornerstones. Right, I've started this quilt 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I had all the blocks sewn together and all of the sashing and all of the cornerstones cut as well. So it was just a matter of putting it together, and I was going to quilt it one of the evenings past week. However, I wasn't in the right mindset to do it. So hopefully I will be able to do it either tomorrow or maybe one of the days just before Christmas. I really would like to have this one done before Christmas. Right, the second quilt I've worked on, it is yet again Christmas quilt, which I've started a while ago, and for some reason I haven't finished. It is quilt as you go, where you make your blocks and then you sew it on directly onto your batting, and then you sew the blocks together. So all the quilting is done as you sew your blocks, and this is just a block, a square in a square, and then again I have used one of the YouTube tutorial just for the measurement, so I could cut my squares in a particular size, so then when I trim them and so on, they will be this size. And I have sewn quite a lot. I still have got quite a few squares to finish, but let me show you how is the quilt looking so far. Again, it is quite biggy. Yeah, it is quite large. Oops, I have moved the camera. It is quite large, so it's really difficult to show it to you all. But basically what it is, it's going to be 8 blocks across, 10 blocks down. It is going to be quite large quilt. It will be my bed quilt. And I am almost done with it. I have got 12 blocks to put together, and then I'm ready to just sew my batting on and do a very simple quilting in a ditch, just to sandwich 2 layers together. And I have put together backing, this fabric, and I think it's going to look wonderful. Right, just to let you know, because every time when I post my pillow finishes or mini quilt finishes on Instagram, sorry, I'm going to be speaking to you and folding my backing. I receive lots of comments and compliments about my fabrics. So let me tell you the place I purchased my fabric from. I have been shopping in this particular place for years, and 90% of my fabric stash comes from this shop, and the shop, it is online retailer called You, Me and Mabo. And incredible Sally, who is an owner, has got selection of broad range of quilting fabrics, sewing notions, quilting patterns, sewing patterns, all sorts of things. So if you like to sew and if you like to quilt, or you're looking for fat quarters to finish your cross-stitch pillows or ornaments or anything, this is the must-go place. Sally is incredible. Her customer service is outstanding, and how many times I have received some complimentary gift, which yet again it is amazing. So I think you should definitely go and check Sally out, because that should be your must go to place if you're buying your fabrics. Right, quilting. What is quilting related? Right, I have finished one more quilting project, which is currently on my dining table in my kitchen, so I will have to put a picture over here. And then again, I have sewn this quilt top, this table runner top, last year. However, I wasn't able to quilting it on time to make it ready for Christmas, so I have done this this year, and I am really happy with the finish. Right, and let me just quickly scan, and that's the quilty part. So if you are not into a quilting, I'm happy to let you know that the quilting part is over and we going into a portion of a cross stitch. Right, cross stitch. There's going to be a little story, because if you watched my videos from the beginning, I have been boasting how I'm not going to stitch any Christmas project because I'm going to spend Christmas with my mom in Poland. Right, the plan has changed. It's changed for two reasons. The main reason is the Polish government has changed the travel, has brought back the travel restriction, which means with the growing numbers of people infected with the new variant of coronavirus, everyone traveling from Europe needs to self-isolate for 10 days after crossing Polish border. So even everyone, every adult in my house is fully vaccinated. There's no exceptions. We would still or needed to self-isolate, which this decision kind of made me really sad, and I was really upset about, because our plan was to go for 2 weeks, and if I will have to stay 10 days in isolation, which means I wouldn't be able to spend Christmas with my mom in any way. We wouldn't be able to go and see anybody, and no one would be actually coming to seeing us as well. So in this case, we are staying in. I'm going to have a Christmas in here in London, in our house. So I am gutted. I'm not going to lie. I am gutted, and as much as I try to understand and be supporting for everything what is happening, I am really getting this situation gets on my nerves. I have not been at home for over 3 years now, and I am pretty frustrated, which is what is happening at this moment. Right. So long story short, I'm staying in, which means I've decided to do a little bit of more of Christmas stitching. So I have pulled out some of my Christmas project I've started last year, and I finished them, some of them. And the first one is Joy to the Earth by Homestitchness. It was the magazine release in December 2019 in the world of cross stitch. So I have used my own colors, and I have also used a metallic thread. Not sure if it's going to show. You just need to believe me. I have used metallic thread for the red part and the gold part, and then a little spots on the snowflake. So this one will be a pillow finish, very similar to the one I showed you last week, because this is a chart from the same series. So that's the first one. The second one was a freebie, which I downloaded last year, but then again I did not have a time to stitch, so I stitched this year, and it is Shepherd's Bush or Pineberry Lane, one of those. I have used my own colors and some scrap of 18 count Ada. Just to let you know, everything I'm showing you today, it will be in the description box below. So even if I have said some chart wrongly, you will be given the correct information once you go into the description box. So that was a freebie from which I downloaded last year. And right, I have showed you, I believe it was video number 1 when I showed you my whips from previous years. I have started initials, Christmas initials by Homestitchness again, but I have started them on the 18 count Ada, and I have used very different colors than the now I'm about to show you, and I've decided to start this again. Anyway, I did not go very far on my previous start, so you know, so that was okay. So I've decided, instead of Ada, stitch this on 32 count linen, and I have used a leftover thread from our Forest embroidery kit, which was a feather mushroom. So I have used the yellow for my bee. It is a bee for my sunpadder, and I have outlined this with a metallic thread just to make the initial a little bit more stand out. And then the greens and the reds are from the same kit, the leftover thread. And I've used Mill Hill beads, which were included on the day 3 of Patchwork Rabbit Advent Calendar. So I have used them to embellish a little bit more my hoop. So I have got B for Bada, I have got H for Hisham, and I have got A for Amin. This one, instead of beads, is embellished with the metallic threads, just on inside and on inside of the berries. Originally I was going to finish them in the hoops, but the hoops I have purchased on the website from Etsy store called Happy Hoopla Hoops. And this shop sells a hoop which are finished in Liberty fabrics, and they are absolutely amazing. They are really high quality, and they finished perfectly. So my plan was to finish those little initial ornaments in those tiny hoops. However, because I've used excuse me, because I've used 32 count, then obviously the size is way bigger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these hoops for another tiny ornaments, which I'm going to stitch on 40 counts, and they're going to fit perfectly into those hoops. So my plan is to very simply just embellish them with a red ribbon on the top, and the twine to hang, and you see I still need to add batting and then finish it with the backing fabric. But 3 of my initials are done. I still need to do the initial for my daughter, for Hiba, for Ali, my husband, and 1 for myself. So that will be ornament and evening, because this doesn't take very long, about an hour and a half of consistent stitching. So yeah, I have managed to do these ornaments in 3 evenings. Right, another finish, of course, Barbara Anna, because you know I cannot go a week without stitching on Barbara Anna project. So this is a release from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, issue Christmas Winter, either 2019 or 2018, and I have used my own colors from the Barbara Anna bunch of DMCs I have over here. Oh, I don't know where is it now, but usually it's over there. And I have used again the Mill Hill beads, which were in the Patchwork Rabbit advent calendar, to add all around as a snowballs, snowflakes, and I think it's gorgeous. This will be a round finish, round ornament. Oh, how much I love this. Barbara Anna, she is a genius. She is my my idol. I want to be her. And that is all when it comes to finishes. Now I have started another freebie last night while watching Netflix after work. Last night, it was the last day of work week. I still have got 1 more week until we break up for Christmas, and I am absolutely exhausted. For those who don't know, I work in school, and I work with children who are on a various spectrum of autism, children diagnosed with a HDHD, children who require additional educational needs, but also children expressing challenging behavior. So as you can imagine, my job is not a picnic. It's not very easy. It's really rewarding, and I love what I do. But very often after I finish work, I feel emotionally drained. I feel really tired. So I don't really want to work on any project which requires concentration and focus, because that usually ends up me ripping the stitches out because I either miscount or use the wrong color. So actually working on those ornaments throughout the week really helped me to kind of unwind and have this mindless stitching and just kind of relax and get ready for the next day. So last night I have started another freebie, which is by Shepherd's Bush, and it's called Happy Christmas to All. I'm just gonna quickly flash it to you like that. I will leave the link to their website down below in the description, so you can get a copy for yourself. And yet again, I am just using scrap of fabric. It is 18 count ADA Picture This Plus. I'm not quite sure what color it is, but then again, I'm just pulling colors as I go, and I'm using a little bit of metallic threads to give a little bit of shine. So I'm almost done with this, and the next sweep I'm going to show you, it is chart from December 2020 of Cross Stitcher, and because I don't buy physical magazines anymore, and I use Ridley, I am not a big fan of stitching from my iPad, so I take the screenshot of a chart and then I just print it out. So this is the project, Llama. And I am using just a scrap of 16 count Ada in navy blue, and I'm using my own colors, and I think this is super cute. I absolutely love it. It's fabulous, so fun. So those were my projects I have been working on the most this week. So yeah, it just actually turns out one ornament and an evening, which is great. Right, I have got a few of other freebies which I'm going to work as well on. The first one is Happy Snowman, and it is the shepherd's bush pattern as well. And then I have got Merry Christmas 2020 by Hello Flosstube Matthews. I have got Stone Street Stitchworks Home Again, and Winter Village by Stone Street Stitchworks again. I have got Hands-on Design Berries in the Bloom, and then a free chart from Beth Twist, which is I Will Honor Christmas. They are very quick stitches, so I think since I have got one more week of work, those 5 charts would be perfect for an ornament and per evening. And then this is Just Cross Stitch Magazine, April 2018, and it's like a tiny pillow with the Christmas tree. So nothing too complicated. And and again, Cross Stitch Magazine. I'm trying to have a look if there is an issue number. Yeah, February 2020, and it is Warm Winter Wishes. Again, a little llama. So yeah, 5 ornaments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ornaments, or 7 evenings. So I might be stitching on one of those ornaments tonight as well. Oh, I'm a little bit more put together today because we're going out as a family for a little birthday celebration to a little 6-year-old girl. It's our family friend daughter, so that's why I'm just kind of a little bit more put together than usual. Right, so there were my finishes, my work in progress, and kind of plans. And let's hop into my whips, my other projects I have been working on this week. And those projects are my aims to be finished by the end of the year. So the first one is Stitch Along, which just finished with a 1st of December because the part 12 has been released, and it is the modern folk embroidery. I have to take time because I mumble, and on my last video I really rushed and I said fork, and that's not fork, it's folk. So modern folk embroidery, Fruit of Plenty. And I have managed to put a little bit more stitches last night because I am very, very good at the top. So the first 6 months, beautiful. But then the second half of the year, it's a little questionable. So I have, last night, I've worked on this corner. So I have finished part, October part. And now I have moved into November. So I have got literally this quadrant to do. Which I am positive, pretty positive it is manageable. It is something I could do. So fruit of plenty. Right. The second project I've worked on quite a lot, and I am really happy with the progress. It is Prairie Schooler alphabets, and this is project which I've started in 2019, and I've worked on this project exclusively for quite a few months, a few weeks now. Months, that's too ambitious. For quite a few weeks, but then of course, you know, I get excited about all the other projects, and this project end up in my whip basket. So what I've decided to do, because my original plan was to have all of those alphabets all together on one piece of fabric. However, when I actually opened the fabric, and I it just kind of it is going to be too large, so the framing will be way too expensive, and the project would be almost like a bed sheet size. So what I've decided to do, I have split them into blocks of 8. So I had the first 4 letters already stitched. However, just looking at it now, I need to outline my ego a little bit more over here on the letter D. And then I had letter E finished and half of F. So I have completed F, and I have changed the skin tone for my girlfriend. And I am now currently working on the garden, and I'm almost done with garden. You know, that's what I like about Prairie Schooler the most, is the simplicity of the design. And once I start working on it, I just don't want to put it down. It's incredible, and I'm using my own colors. I'm trying to use the chart as a reference to match the colors. However, I like bright colors, so I am using my own to finish it. And to keep myself motivated to stitch on this little bit more, I have already ordered frame, because since I have split them into 8 blocks, the size is irregular, which means I won't be able to buy a standard frame. So I have done a little research, and I have found fantastic framing company who does the custom frames, and I have already received my one. It's still in the original packaging, still in a foil, so I'm do apologize for the glare, but this is going to be my frame. Just a very simple brown frame with a golden finish, and I have measured to have an half of an inch of a border going around. So my frame is gonna go from here all the way around, and I think it's going to bring this project together. So what I'm planning to do, I'm going to have them frame in exactly the same frames. So once I finish my G and H, I'm going to wash my project and then stretch it into the frame. If I am happy with the way it's going to look, then I will order 4 more of these frames, so then they can be uniform and finish exactly the same way. And I will also leave the link to these online services down below in the description, because they were absolutely fantastic. I love the communication. I love the fact then from placing my order, it took 10 days for the frame to arrive to my house, and on top of that I have received 2 £5 coupons if I will decide to come and shop with them again. So I'm going to leave it down below, and they are called frames. frames.co.uk. Fantastic. And right, this project, you probably are sick of saying it because I keep showing you this project in my every single episode. However, for some reason I have got so little to stitch on it. I keep putting a few stitches and then I work on something else, and it is Open Your Heart by Stitch Rovia. Originally it was a magazine release from September 2019. However, now it can be purchased on a on Stitch Rovia's in Stitch Rovia's Etsy store. So I've literally put like 3 stitches over here. I should be done with this project by now, but as you probably can tell, I just keep starting other things. So this is my aim for this year as well. So this is my 3rd project, and last project I've worked on, it is Barbara Anna Christmas Mystery Sale. The part 2 has been released a week ago, maybe a little bit over that, and the final part will be released on 15th of December, which is, today is 11th December, so 12, about Tuesday is going to be released part 3, and I have finished my part 2. I have, instead of craning, I can't say this, I'm not sure. If you know how to pronounce this variegated thread, please can you phonetically write it down for me in the comment below. Thank you. I have used a metallic thread, which is E3852 DMC, and look at this sparkle. It is fabulous, absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm happy I keep up with this stitch along, and I will be done with this once the part 3 it's released. Right, that's it, that's all my stitching. So not too bad. Consider having 2 full weeks of work with lots of stress and exhaustion. I have managed to to stitch quite a lot, which is wonderful, and I think this is closing the quilting and stitching part, and we are ready to move into haul. Right, before we get into a haul, actually I just wanted to show you my first 11 days of Patchwork Rabbit advent calendar, and that's all of the threads which were included. Today's one is Khaki Mocha, and yesterday was Holly, and then Bethlehem was the first day of Christmas, which I completely gone bonker, and I sang on Instagram a story about the first day of advent calendar. Patchwork Rabbit has given me this thread. Then I've got Colonial Copper, Weeks Dye Works Angel Hair, and then Wavy Navy. Oh gorgeous, those colors are fabulous. And Berry Cobbler, and Picket Fence, and of course the DMC E3852. Fabulous. So this is my new Fancy Floss stash, which I'm going to soon add together with the rest of the Fancy Flosses. Right, time to move to shopping, because shopping is fun. Right, I have bought quite a few charts, because it's not that I need charts, is sometimes I cannot stop myself. I'm going to talk a little bit more about my plans in my next video, because I think I have got this figured. I have figured it out. How am I going to stitch next year? However, let's talk about shopping. So I have purchased the Prairie Schooler Santa 1998. I have collected the Prairie Schooler Santas since last year, and I have them all. I have them all, which I'm going to stitch on the same fabric with my own colors, and I'm going to finish them as a pillow and embellish them as a kind of advent calendar, so each of them will have a number. I have seen something very similar on Instagram, so if I will find this picture again and I will be given permission, then I will include the picture, because it's absolutely fantastic. This person has finished into like a Christmas sacks, and they've got like a chipboard or wooden star with the number. So I'm going to do something very similar with my Santas. So that's my missing Santa, which is now reunited with his younger and older brothers. Then Madame Chantilly, I've got Santa with helper. Santa with little birds. Santa on ice. Oh, love it. And Santa with his helper again, but this time is in red. Fabulous. Now, Owl Forest Embroidery. Oh, I've gone crazy on them website. First of all, I haven't showed you my series of snails, which I purchased a month ago, only because I have been an idiot. And when I placed my order, I shopped on my phone, and for some reason when I type my address, fat finger, instead of typing 71, I press 72 as my door number. So wonderful Owl Forest Embroidery, before sending this parcel to me, has sent me an email with the confirmation to say that my parcel is ready to be dispatched. Can you confirm your address? And I just said, yes, go for it. And 1 week later, I have received a message that my parcel cannot be delivered because my address doesn't exist. And then when I've realized that actually the door number on my address, it was wrong. So I have contacted Owl Forest Embroidery, and they were wonderful. They said to me, don't worry, the parcel will be returned to us in Russia, but in the meantime, we're gonna send you the parcel again without additional cost and the correct address, so you can have your parcel before Christmas, and the parcel which has been dispatched before will be returned to us, so with no additional cost. And I was like, oh my God, how wonderful is that? How helpful is that? And actually, I was like, you know, like I thought, you know, I will be probably, you know, they will be replacing, no, it's not the words replacing, they were refunding my money, and then I will have to shop everything again. But they have organized this everything without me doing any work. So Owl Forest Embroidery, amazing. I will shop in your place until the last breath, until my last breath. So I have shopped again in Owl Forest Embroidery because I needed more charts, and I needed more charts because in 2022 I will be stitching beds. It will be my year of beds. I have got this folder here plus individual charts. They are all beds. They are samplers, pillows, Quakers, everything, all sorts of beds, and I'm going to stitch them because I would like to increase my wall of beds. So I have purchased some more beds, and I have purchased threads which Owl Forest Embroidery exclusively dye for their projects. So I have got red Cardinals, oh gorgeous, and the thread which comes with it. I have purchased a PDF version, so I print it off, but then the thread will be posted to me, which is already on the way. I have got the Titmice, Kingfishers, Bullfinches, Goldfinches, Swallows. And again, this is the series of 6. Right, and since I was already shopping on the website, I've decided to download the free chart, which was a stitch along last year. It's called 100 Owls. So I have downloaded all of the parts, and I'm going to stitch this next year as well, because they are owls and they are birds, and I'm going to stitch all the birds. It's fabulous. I have seen Kokohama Stitchery Rocio finish this, and frame is beautiful. I want to have it too. And I have also downloaded a few of the other freebie charts, which is pumpkin color at autumn. It's free chart. Can you believe it? It's free. So I'm going to stitch this in the autumn next year. And I haven't checked this correctly, but this is Alice in the Wonderland, and I think this is the Mystery Stitch Along, which is still happening. So I have downloaded the parts which were available, but the front cover is not available yet. So I'm going to download the parts as they are released, and then sometime next year I might even have a go on stitching on it. I just cannot believe that those charts are free. They are like properly designed and charts. They are not like, you know, tiny minis. They are actual samplers. So thank you very much, Owl Forest Embroidery. You are amazing. Right, and my last shenanigans with chart shopping, it is of course Barbara Anna. This is the charts which I miss in my collection, because I am a big fan of Barbara Anna, which you can tell my wall of Barbara Anna is growing. So I have bought only Christmas stitching. I have got Christmas is Coming with a lovely snail, and those buildings which are so significant and so you know, well known and easy recognized as Barbara Anna design. Fabulous. And then Spreading Joy, fantastic. Santa's Trip, which was a sew along many years ago, and Michelle, Mama Loves You GB, has finished this in I want to say 2020, and she framed it, and it's gorgeous. And I think last night when I scroll through Instagram, I did see someone, because I follow Barbara Anna hashtag on Instagram, someone has finished, someone has stitched each part of this design as an individual mini pillows. So I think I might be doing the same, because as I mentioned before, I don't really hang on the wall Christmas stitches, because I don't rotate my projects. But I think as an individual ornament, they would be absolutely gorgeous. And then something I haven't seen before, but I have found it on a Creative Puppy website, and it says Christmas Ornament Trio, and it is a trio of little ornaments. It's gorgeous. And Through the Woods, and Santa, the Dove, and the Key. How gorgeous. Christmas charts. Right, last thing to show you, because I'm already 50 minutes in, and I think I have to speed up because we need to get ready and get my kids ready to get out as well. Right, first of all, I did mention this shop quite a few times already in my videos. It is called Works, and it is an art and craft suppliers shop, which is very inexpensive. So I had bought for £1 an owls, which can be sewn on or glue on. They have got glue dots at the back, but you can, since they have got openings, they can be sewn on. I have got Christmas shapes, hearts, stars, reindeers, like a Scandinavian style finishes. I love this thing. I have got advent number shapes, and then they will be used as the finishes into my Santa pillows, which I will be stitching next year. I have got some wooden buttons. I have got some safety pins, which will be added on the backs of my pillows with some embellishments, maybe buttons or other charms. And then I have got wooden stars. Sorry, I'm really rushing now. And then the wooden numbers. Fabulous. And also I shopped in the second favorite, fairly inexpensive shop. It is called the Flying Tiger, and it's the closest, and it is in the Westfield shopping centre, not too far from where I live in East London. And I have bought those 2 chopping boards, and there will be my finishes for my patriotic Barbara Anna, which I restarted again. Because if you watch my video, I think 3, I did show you, then I have stitched a patriotic design inspired by Barbara Anna design, and I wanted to finish as a stand-up. However, I'm going to mount this on this chopping board instead. And also, as a reminder, hoops, which I purchased a while ago. But this Etsy shop, I checked, it's still running. It's doing fabulously well. They have got variety of hoops. So if you are into hoops finishes and you're looking for a good quality hoops, this is the place to go. They have got hoops which are finished with wrapped in a fabric, but they also have got plain wooden hoops. They are fabulous to use while you stitch to tie your to stretch your fabric on, but also as a finishing item. And I think we are done. Yeah, that's it. So that's what I had for you in a shop today. Quilty projects done, stitching, a little bit of haul. I'm not going to see you before Christmas, so let me wish you a wonderful time with your family and friends, filled with love and laughter. Christmas is always special time for me, and although I won't be able to spend it with my mom this year again, and my sister, and other family who lives far away from me, I will be having my my closest one with me, and we will be doing our regular things, which pajama Christmas, big dinner, watching movies, being merry, being happy, enjoying time spent together. My son returned from university today. He's already on his Christmas break, so I am thrilled to have him at home. He is my joy. So yeah, so we are together again, and we are ready to celebrate and be merry. So have a wonderful Christmas, and I will see you before the end of the year. Bye.